It's her dream. Whether she comes from the city or from the country. It's been her dream to guide her high school team to a state championship. She's seen those who had came before her, watching while they took the court, dreaming of making that shot, that pass, that block, and joining her teammates and coaches when together they hoisted the gold ball. The work she has put in, the sacrifices she has made, the hundreds of hours alone in the gym, in a driveway, in a barn. Nothing matches the feeling, nothing matches the pride of knowing you are forever part of something special, something tangible, something people can see, touch, and say. I remember her when she played. Tonight, hearts swell. Hearts are broken, dreams continue, dreams restart, and sadly, some dreams end. And for her, watch and see as her dream is played out live in front of those in person, and those around the state, around the country, even around the world. It's WIAA Girls Basketball Playoffs. And it's on W7 right now.
Pretty sure I know her dad.
Here we go. Welcome to West Bend West High School and sectional final Saturday. We are just under 5 minutes before under 5 minutes before the teams take to the floor. Joined here by Quinn Heinz, Oshkosh Lord's basketball coach on the girls' side, and also be stepping into the softball on the Hortonville side of things. But happy to have you here, Quinn, down here in West Bend tonight for this one. This one should be a dandy. One of the final 2 tickets to be punched to the Resch Center next week.
Yeah, always an exciting day, sectional Saturday. You get that trip to the state tournament is almost as an exciting of a moment for anybody as it is that you can have in high school sports, and just that build up. And you've got 2 pretty storied programs going at it today. With a lot of state tournament success between the 2 of them. A lot of new kids, but at the same time, these programs have been in these big games before, and 2 schools that are just I'm excited to see it. It's going to be a great game.
I am too. You talk about a lot of teams these teams with a lot of experience. I believe looking back, this is going to be about the 5th time they've matched up in the sectionals in the past about decade or so. Of course, Beaver Dam, they were 3 times back-to-back-to-back champions. They were in the tournament the year it got put on pause, and looking to get back to the Resch Center this year for the first time since then. But a new cast of characters for them since that trip. And then, obviously, of course, Notre Dame, they won it last year. They were pretty much rolled through everybody, played a good, but that was out at the lacrosse center, out in La Crosse. And so now they're looking to get back here to play just down the road at the Resch Center from where they practice every day.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting matchup, and I mean both teams have played a lot of really good competition throughout the year, and really all that comes down to is who's going to be the better team today, and who is going to execute today, and who's going to make the plays today. Because at this point in the tournament, every team is really good, and it's going to matter on who's going to get the job done today. So I'm really excited to see these kids play today.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break. Hear from our sponsors. You're watching W7, presented by
WIAA Girls Playoff Basketball on W7 is brought to you by Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin. Visit jollygoodssoda.com to find it in your area. The Hupkey Team, recognized as the #1 team in Wisconsin by Coldwell Banker. You'll not find better representation than the Hupkey Team. Visit www.jenniferhupkey.com. JVB Financial Advisor, from insurance to investment solutions. Visit www.jvbfinancial.net and get in touch with Jay. The Walbeck Group, named the best place to work by the Milwaukee Business Journal, in hiring for a wide variety of trades and professional positions. Visit walbeckgroup.com/careers to apply.
Back here at West Bend West, we're just about a minute away from the teams taking the floor. Beaver Dam side filling in nicely here, Quinn, early on. A little bit shorter trip, 45, 50-minute trip for them. Talking to Coach Tim Chase ahead of the game here. Meanwhile, Notre Dame coming down from Green Bay about an hour. Well, it's about an hour 30 from my house, so it's going to be about an hour 33 for them.
Well, Saturday afternoon at 2:30, and you're playing sectional trip to state. What else you got to do today?
Yep.
Get down here, fill up this gym. Really nice place to have a sectional final game. So it should be, just should be a great atmosphere. I think that by the time the stands fill up, it's going to be pretty loud in here, and it should be a fun atmosphere for the kids.
I think so as well. Hey, tonight's game is sponsored by the Walbeck Group. The Walbeck Group produces high-quality construction materials and delivers unparalleled professional design, engineering, and construction services throughout the Midwest, and are actively recruiting females to join their team. Visit www.walbeckgroup.com. That's WALBEC group.com to learn more. The Hupkey team believes in empowering every client with the information, resources, and advice they need to make wise investment decisions. Experience in property management, banking, customer service, accounting, and even law enforcement. You will not find better representation than the Hupkey team. Visit www.jenniferhupkey.com to learn more and follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching W7, presented by
WIAA Girls Playoff Basketball on W7 is brought to you by Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin. Visit jollygoodssoda.com to find it in your area. The Hupkey Team, recognized as the #1 team in Wisconsin by Coldwell Banker. You'll not find better representation than the Hupkey Team. Visit www.jenniferhupkey.com. JVB Financial Advisor, from insurance to investment solutions. Visit www.jvbfinancial.net and get in touch with Jay. The Walbeck Group, named the best place to work by the Milwaukee Business Journal, in hiring for a wide variety of trades and professional positions. Visit walbeckgroup.com/careers to apply.
All right, here back in West Bend, we're going to kind of go through some other sectional updates from around the state. So Appleton East and Nina in Division 1 right now, 3.5 minutes to go in that game. Appleton East leads Nina 52-33. Emily LaChapelle with 25 points. Allie Zabel with 22 for Neenah. Pewaukee over Pius right now. 2 minutes to go. It's 67-48. Pewaukee looks like they're going to make a trip up to the Resch Center. We have Pewaukee game is now final. So it was a 70-50 game. Pewaukee is going to be headed to the state tournament. Neelsville over Phillips in a Division 4 game, 43-38 with a minute 50 to go. We got a good one going there. Freedom up big over Brillion. Freedom looks to be making a trip up to the Resch Center. We got a really good one in, I think the game's in McFarland. Randolph leading Albany 29-23. Gary Whipperman, Jonathan Sippis over there in McFarland right now doing that game. There's just under 7 minutes to go, and Randolph up 6 in that game late. And then Brookfield East leads Arrowhead 39-34, just under 5 minutes to go in that game. So we'll try to keep you updated with some of these games as they get down towards the end, and try to get some other finals. In a big Division II matchup, Reedsburg leads 34-22 on Union Grove. One of those teams in Division II, along with Green Bay, Notre Dame here, and Beaver Dam. Those trips are teams looking to make a trip to the state tournament. So a lot of sectional games from the 1 o'clock section wrapping up, and then the 2:30 session. I think there's only 1 or 2 games at 7 tonight, but there should be a lot of good games, and we're hoping to bring you one here in we're just under 12 minutes away from National Anthem.
That's a great rundown there, Quinn. Hey, just to jump into some things here now that we're all set up. I was able to get my camera back from Notre Dame. They had it here last night and today, just documenting the day. But Beaver Dam, they come in great record, 24-2. Just 2 losses to one of the teams you mentioned in Reedsburg. It was a 43-58 loss, but it was a good game back and forth. Talking to Coach Sippis earlier this week about that one, and he was at it, and it was just a great game to be at. And then Milwaukee Academy of Science, they had a 3-point setback to them, and they got up. Academy of Science kind of got upset in the regional round, but that's what happens this time of year. We talked about it in the pregame. You just have to be better than the team you're playing for the next 40 minutes, or 36 minutes actually. You don't have to be better than them all year, just in the next 36 minutes that you're on the court together. But so just those 2 losses, some nice wins though over Wisconsin Rapids, who played a very tough and difficult schedule. 2 wins over Waunakee in conference, 56-49 and 53-45. Nice win over Kewaskum, who just bowed out this past Thursday to Waupun in a tough game. They beat Kewaskum 49-28. And then 2 nice wins over Watertown, 56-36 and 46-42. Watertown, they were just as likely to make a pretty deep run in the playoffs. Just ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw. And then Monon Grove, 2 nice wins in conference play as well, 62-49 and 54-50. Those are some of their, of course, big wins. And of course, coming into this one, they beat West Bend West 66-26, Grafton 60-43. And then a thriller to get here in the sectional semifinal, 61-57 over Cedarburg. Kind of a game of runs for both teams. They were back and forth. I was trying to watch that one while I was calling the Notre Dame game the other night. I look at it, and Beaver Dam's up 11, and then all of a sudden they're up 4, and then they're down, and then they hit a big 3, and then the rest is history. They are here playing in front of us tonight. But they're led by the sophomore Gabby Wilkie, 16.9 points per game, going along with just over 5 rebounds and 2.5 assists per game. Saw her a couple years ago when she was a little bit younger, before she got to high school, and she was a lot shorter the last time I saw her. Now coming in at a 6'2", and that could pose some problems out on the perimeter for Notre Dame a little bit. And she shoots the 3 ball at 34%, 35 of 103 coming into this one. And then a junior, Kylie Whitnable, 10.3 points per game, and then another sophomore in number 4, Annie Salatel, 8.5 points per game, 35.8% from behind the 3-point line for Salatel. So Notre Dame's going to have to get out on the 3-point shooters a little bit tonight. Beaver Dam shoots the ball at a pretty good clip out there, 173 on the year compared to just 124 for Notre Dame. But the big thing that sticks out for me is just the attempts. 532 attempts for Beaver Dam on the year coming into this one. 338 at last update, which is before last night's game for the Tritons. So they're going to shoot the 3-ball a little bit more with Beaver Dam. If that falls, this one could be a lot closer than what the experts might think. Beaver Dam's got some good size, too, to get out and challenge the shooters of Notre Dame. As for the Tritons, of course, they are going to roll out with their same 5 they have all year. Hope Barrington, Sarah Hardwick, Trista Fada, Sydney Whitehouse, and Gracie Gresh. So a junior, a senior, and then the 3 sophomores. And a balanced scoring attack. All 5 kids, Sydney Whitehouse just at 8.2 points per game, but the other 4 in the starting lineup are all well in double figures, averaging on the year. And Whitehouse had a big game Thursday night at Southwest. She went off for some points because it's kind of pick your poison with Notre Dame. Are you going to take away a Gracie Gresh and Sarah Hardwick? Okay, fine. Now Whitehouse is going to get loose on the weak side for rebounds. She cuts back door very well. And then Trista Fada, she'll step back, knock down some threes in your face. And then you switch up defensive assignments. And then Gracie Gresh and Hardwick get going. And you can't sleep on Hope Barrington either.
Yeah, it's really hard to defend a team that has multiple scoring options on the floor at the same time, and it only takes, one kid. If you're relying on one kid to do the scoring, and they go out and they have a rough night and they don't shoot the ball that well, you're kind of living and dying with that player's ability to score. But when you're balanced, when you've got 5-6 kids that can score at any point, it only takes one kid that needs to get hot to carry your team. But also, if you have an off night, you've got 4 or 5 other kids that you can rely on to help do the scoring. So it takes a lot of pressure off of that, those kids too as well. I just got to do my role. I got to play well in my role. I got to do what I normally do, take care of the ball, hit the shots that I'm supposed to hit. But it's really difficult to defend a team when they're so balanced like that.
Well, it is, and I've said it all year. Not only is the balance of scoring attack, but it's the suffocating defense. And I was able to go back, watch the game on the Daily Dodge, the hometown broadcast for Beaver Dam. I was able to watch that, and Beaver Dam had some turnovers in that game. And Notre Dame thrives on that. And if you're going to turn the ball over against this Triton team, you could be in for a very long night. And that's what they've done all year. I mean, absolutely suffocating defense. They're on a 24-win streak right now. The only loss was to Appleton East. Oh, by the way, going to be at the Resch next week, I believe, right? Did we get that final?
Yeah,
I was away.
It just went final a few minutes ago. Appleton East 57-36 over Neenah. So Appleton East going to the Resch Center for the first time since 1998.
That's incredible, and that's Notre Dame's only loss this year, and they just didn't shoot the ball very well. And La Chapelle and Hansford and Co. did a tremendous job at their place knocking off Notre Dame. But since then, Notre Dame's run off those 24 wins, respectively. Though Beaver Dam 19 in a row. But some of those wins for Notre Dame: Pewaukee playing for a chance to go to state today, Kettle Moraine playing for a chance to go to state today, Hortonville potentially could have been playing for a chance to go to state today. We'll leave it at that. Waupun playing for a chance to go to state today. De Pere playing for a chance to go to state today, and Kimberly, the only one of the kind of the marquee wins that they've had that's not playing for a chance to go to state today. It's just incredible. And then the one lost to Appleton East. So I mean, you look at it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of the games this year are all against teams that could be at the Resch today. All of them, with the exception of. Hortonville could have been. We just never know how that game would have played out. But it's just an incredible. So 5 of their opponents this year could all be at the state tournament. And just an incredible strength of schedule non-conference.
Yeah, and Pewaukee, that game is final. Pewaukee is headed to state. Kettle Moraine just went final. They're headed to state. Waupun is up double digits late in the game, so they're looking like they're going to make that trip. The difficult schedule that they played, that prepares you for this kind of game in this part of the year. You're going to come into this game, and let's say Beaver Dam goes on a run and takes the lead. You're not going to be fazed by that because of the games that you played. And I watched the Notre Dame-Hortonville game. That was one of the best high school girls basketball games I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic game. 2 of the best teams in the state, and Notre Dame came out and won that game. And like you said, the one game they had a loss to Appleton East. They didn't make very many shots, and Appleton East is capable of going out there and shooting with anybody as well. I mean, Emily La Chapelle, Hansford had a great game today, and so now they're headed to the state tournament. So the depth in the schedule that they've played at Notre Dame is really telling that they're willing to go out and play the best of the best, and they put it out there.
They do. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll hear from our sponsors. You're watching W7, presented by
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor, is on W7. I'm a financial planner. Started doing this 36 years ago, back in 1985. What my best clients say I do for them is help them feel comfortable about their money and about their insurance protection. Work with young people that are just out of college and just getting started, to people that are nearing retirement, or some that are already in retirement. There's no obligation, there's no fees or anything like that. We just like to have a conversation and see if it makes sense to sit down and maybe talk about things a little further.
W7's got it right, covering girls' high school sports all the time. 100% free, 100% live. W7 for the girls all day and night. W7 Productions, from golf, volleyball, it's girls sports in Wisconsin. W7 Productions, basketball, softball, W7 for the girls.
Back here at West Bend West, we're just under 2 minutes to go before National Anthem and starting lineups. Tonight's game presented by the Hupke team. They draw on their shared in-depth knowledge of the community to guide their clients through the home buying and selling process. Recognized as one of the top 10 realtor teams in the nation for small teams and #1 team in Wisconsin by Caldwell Banker. You will not find better representation than the Hupke team. Visit www.jenniferhupke.com to learn more and follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All right, I'm going to break. I'm going to head out there, bring you to the National Anthem starting lineups. I'm going to hand the production over to my good buddy to my right, Quinn Heinz. National Anthem starting lineups coming up on W7.
You can tell them to. Good afternoon, high school basketball fans, and welcome to Acuity Fieldhouse at West Bend West High School for today's main event and WIAA Division II sectional final matchup featuring the Notre Dame Tritons and the Beaver Dam Golden Beaver. West Bend West High School and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege, with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, our veterans, and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able, please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. And now for today's starting lineups. First, let's meet the starters for the number 1 seeded Tritons. A 5'10" junior, number 1, Hope Harrington. A 6' senior, number 3, Sarah Hardman. A 5'7" sophomore, number 10, Trista Feda. A 5'7" sophomore, number 11, Sydney Whitehouse. And a 5'11" sophomore, number 24, Gracie Resch. The Tritons are coached by Sarah Brody. And now let's meet the starters for the number 1 seeded Golden Beavers. A 6'2" sophomore, number 1, Gabby Wilkie. A 5'11" sophomore, number 4, Ani Salatel. A 6'1" junior, number 5, Kylie Whitnable. A 5'10" junior, number 15, Maddie Kinsey. And a 5'9" junior, number 22, Bella Ace-Striker. The Golden Beavers are coached by Tim Chase.
And we're all set. Opening tip, we're going to go right to a jump ball. I'm just looking over here. Got a final, baby. Randolph going to state. Sorry, that's my other adopted team.
That's all right.
So we're re-jumping, and Notre Dame with the opening possession. We can get settled in here on the scoreboard and everything, so if it's shifting around, don't freak out. Opening possession stolen away there by the Beavers. That one tipped out of bounds by Hardwick. Nice job dropping down there and help. So baseline inbound coming here for the Beavers. Be triggered there by Maddie Kenzie. Nice up and under move from Wilkie. Has it blocked. Second attempt up and in.
A really good move by Wilkie there. Really good defense as well by Hardwick. And I think a big key to this is going to be those first 4 minutes. Which team's going to settle in and control the tempo of the game or the style that they want to play?
Yeah, they're both, each team kind of, they want to dictate their own style. Beaver Dam going to switch up defenses, but Notre Dame, they're going to pressure you full court. 3 ball in the way. Whitehouse, no good. Rebound in the hand of A. Stricker. Quickly up ahead. Good job handling the initial pressure there from the Tritons. Beavers now, they'll settle in, swing it back to the top. They come near side. Kenzie will recenter now over the right wing. And this is going to be a game of attrition. I don't think this one's going to be up into the 70s and 60s like they both like. Left-hand drive up and in, Gabby Wilkie. And Wilkie with the opening 4. Fada across the timeline. Guarded by A. Stricker. She'll take a 3. That one short, no good. Rebound, out of bounds, back to the Beavers.
Right now, Beaver Dam really setting the tone, trying to go inside to Wilkie. They're trying to get post touches and make Notre Dame guard them inside. Here is where Notre Dame wants to get the pressure into the full court and kind of see if they can create some turnovers.
Nicely handled initially. Back to Wilkie. And a little baseball pass. Kick out, 3 ball on the way. No. Tipped around in the hand of Fada. She'll push tempo. Gresh, left wing. She'll take a 3. Short, no good. And Beaver Dam kind of passes it around, ends up back in the hands of Kenzie. She'll bring it across the timeline there to Wilkie, now into the deep corner. To a Stricker. Back to the top. 15:30 left to go. Get the clock up there for y'all. There we go. 4-0 early lead here for the Beaver Dam. They get the inside touch again. This time it's Kylie Wittenbell, and it's a 6-0 lead here for the Beavers of Beaver Dam. This is the way it started out the other night at Southwest. For the Tritons when they took on FEL. 3-ball, Barrington, around the rim, no good.
Now, right now, Beaver Dam is really controlling the pace of the game. They're taking the ball inside on offense. They've controlled all the defensive rebounds so far, and they're really making this game be at a pace that they're comfortable with playing.
And the big thing, too, right now, they're controlling the glass. Notre Dame's been really one and done. Hardwick now on Wilkie. She'll do a little turnaround step back. Got it! Gabby Wilkie with 6. Triton still scoreless. 14:20 left to go, opening half. Little Euro step through. Barrington. And the Tritons are on the board. And that one saved out of bounds by Gresham. Going to throw it off the feet of Wilkie. Possession back to the Tritons. Deep corner inbound on the top right corner of your screen coming here. White House will trigger. A little bit of a box set here for the Tritons. They go into Barrington. Back to White House. They're not going to guard her out there. And they get to kind of the ISO one-on-one. And foul coming here. Looks like it's going to be on Bella Astricker. First foul of the game for either team. And it's going to go on Bella Astricker. A couple substitutes into the game here for Beaver Dam. Get this spun around here. Something happened with the camera down there. I think the Beaver was playing with the camera. 3-ball on the way. Trista Feta. And quickly, we're back to an 8-5 game. Might have got away with a carry. Up ahead. They go inside. Riley Zarnicki. Salatel on the assist. Nice find there by Salatel. 10-5, 13:30 left to go. Trista Feta starting to warm up. Beaver Dam doing a great job not turning over against that press. Right on cue, Feta comes up with the steal. You know, Coach, that's the one thing, Notre Dame, they don't care where they trap you or get that steal as long as they get it. 3-ball, White House long off the far side of the backboard. And that's going to be back-to-back turnovers against the full court pressure. So I kind of talked Beaver Dam into it a little bit, those turnovers.
Well, the game started out with Beaver Dam playing at a slower pace, feeding the ball inside, and now the last 2 minutes, Notre Dame has picked up the pressure, and Beaver Dam is trying to race them down the court, and that's not going to work out well for them. Coach Chase, I talked to him before the game, and he said, if we can take care of the ball, we can play in the game. If we struggle taking care of the ball, Notre Dame's going to have us right where they want us. So you kind of see that play out over the first 4 minutes of the game.
And Gresh throws that one away. They had the high-low action, unable to find Hardwick down on the left block. But that's going to allow the Tritons to set up their full court pressure. Into Wilkie. Now they'll come with a double. It's going to be Hardwick. Gresh on the double. And an over and back violation. Possession back to the Tritons. So here we go. Now the turnovers are starting to mount.
That's 3 consecutive turnovers. They haven't gotten a shot in a good 4 possessions. And Notre Dame, all that work that Beaver Dam did get out 8-0, it was erased in about a minute and a half.
Yep. So faded across the timeline here, guarded by Layla Ashley. Musial, the freshman, into the game for the Tritons. They trying to work that ball inside of Hardwick. She's working hard down there. Now she'll release the pressure a little bit and reset. Gresh tries to go into Hardwick again. Throws it away.
Tough angle to entry into the post there, and you saw Hardwick even saying, get that ball over the wing, get a good entry angle to get into the post. She had her posted up. It's just a tough angle to throw it in from.
Yep. But as we said it before, it's going to be a broken record. Notre Dame able to set up the full court pressure. Musial cuts her off. Here comes a double. Hardwick, nice job getting out of it. Cross-court pass, Wilkie, 3 buckets.
Quick 9 points for Gabby Wilkie to start off the game. She has come out red hot, ready to go.
She's already at half her average, and we're going to get a little reach-in foul on the drive.
That was on Layla Ashley. They got Kylie Whitnable coming back into the game. Whitnable. And Loppin is also into the game for Beaver Dam.
They leave Musial unattended up top. Left eating 3, no good. Kept alive Hardwick. She'll gather. She'll go back up off the glass. I guess it's still Saturday. Bank still might be open before 3 o'clock here in the West Bend. I guess that was like a little 6-footer. You could bank those in.
Yeah.
Not a 3.
Sometimes that's advised.
That's the way you coach them up there. And we got a foul coming here. Kenzie with the hard take on the left-hand side. Feta challenged, picks up her first and the first team foul on the Tritons. And to the free throw line will go Kenzie. She comes in shooting 34.2% on, or no, sorry, 63.2% on the year. And she misses the first. And they can't get either to go. So an opening here for the Tritons to cut into this 4-point deficit. Beavers lead 13-9, 11-16 left to go here, opening half. They leave White House open on that near side corner. And Beaver Dam kind of switching right now. It looks like kind of a little box and one. The one's going to be on Feta right now. That's what you're going to get out of a Tim Chase coach team. They're going to switch it up a lot. 3 ball on the way from White House, no good. And I would agree, as Feta goes, this team goes. Gresh challenges. A Stricker on the layup. Gresh going to pick up her first foul, her first team's second.
And Beaver Dam has done a nice job now. They got into that 2.5-minute stretch where they were turning the ball over. Now they're back to settle down, and they're slowing the ball down and getting the ball back inside, which has been their secrets for success so far.
So Zarnecki will check back into the game for Beaver Dam. And Stricker 1 for 2 from the free throw line. .1% free throw shooter, splits a pair. Musial, shot fake, she'll go right down the lane. Little right hand floater. Full court pressure here again for Notre Dame. That's going to be the theme of the night. And we're going to get a timeout. It's going to be one of the 30-second variety from Beaver Dam. Why we got you. When you're faced with a challenge, how you respond determines the real winners. Rural Mutual believes there's something more important than just winning or losing a game. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WIA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since it started in 1965. From basketball to hockey to wrestling and gymnastics, the award recognizes more than team sportsmanship. It recognizes that the sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions. A message from W7 Productions and the WIAA, keeping the education in sports. So back here out of the timeout, it's going to be a turnover by the Beavers. Possession back to Notre Dame. Trailing 14-11. 10-11 left to go here, opening half. Quick inbound, little hand off back to Trista Fader. She'll go reverse, has that one blocked. Quickly up ahead are the Beavers. Gresh cuts off the initial transition. Now Beaver Dam will settle in up top. Taking Notre Dame back to a little man-to-man.
If you want to Beaver Dam, you want to get the ball back inside. You want to stick with what's been working. A little high-low.
You see Fada kind of fronting and Hardwick on the backside. Tough to get into. And the Notre Dame parents section going to help them out on that call. That's definitely all those folks up there in the top row yelling for a 3-second call on Wilkie.
Well, Notre Dame needs to get something inside. They've taken a lot of outside jumpers right now. Lately, the last couple possessions, trying to drive to the rim, so I think they're going to look the ball inside here. See if they can get a touch to Hardwick inside.
So then out of that timeout, Beaver Dam kind of switched from that box and one back to a true man-to-man. Sagging off on some of the non-shooters out there. But she'll shoot it from out there. Dial it up for Sydney Whitehouse. No good that time. On the connection. Wilkie quickly up ahead. Right in front of us here to A. Stricker. Back to Wilkie. Poked away by Fada. And it'll settle in now, will the Beavers. Big time skip pass there to the near side. And I mean, Beaver Dam's working the ball around the perimeter, but that's because Notre Dame's really not giving them any driving gaps to take advantage of. Now Wilkie will pull the three. Long rebound, Fada. She'll push. Notre Dame has initial numbers on the surge. Whitehouse right side. Little up and under. Scoop shot, no good. Rebound by Wilkie. Now Beaver Dam back the other way. Picked up by Gresh, goes off her hands and back into the hand of a Beaver.
Well, very similar offensive, half-court offense by both teams. The difference is Notre Dame really wants to get this tempo pushed up so they can get out into transition.
14-11, just under 8 minutes left to go here, opening half. Sectional final Saturday here at West Bend West and East, but officially hosted by West Bend West.
Fair.
I go inside, kind of that high post area. Three ball on the way, got it. Bella Astricker. She's up to 4 now on the night.
And that ended a fairly long scoring drought by both teams. First bucket in a while, but a 17-11 lead for Beaver Dam. They've set the tone early.
And now we got another little hand check foul coming. That's going to be on number 22, Bella A. Striker. It's going to be her second and the team third. So Musil will check out, as will Whitehouse for the Tritons. Back into the game will be Brabant and Barrington. Baseline inbound coming here. They go up top to Brabant. She doesn't shoot a lot from the outside, but when she does, high percentage go in. Three ball on the way. Fada! Splash!
That was a big shot.
And we're going to have to stop the game. We got to get that net fixed.
Big shot there by Fada. And also, she's shooting the ball really well right now. The offense has kind of run through her so far in the first half.
So kind of the unfortunate thing there on the Beaver Dam fan side of things, now that gives them a chance to set up shop for the Tritons. But Beavers do a nice job breaking the press. (17-14), just under 7 left to go here, opening half. Layla Ashley, left wing, go back to the top. A striker, now to Wilkie. Nothing going, Brabant on Wilkie. Kick out lane, now the lane opens up. Fada comes in from the weak side with the steal. She's off and running, couple in-outs. Over to Brabant. Oh, Hardwick. Yeah, Brabant kicked it the Hardwick in a tough spot.
Yeah, she was trying to get out of there. That's a tough place to catch the ball. You want to let your teammate get set. But the good news is for Notre Dame, anytime you turn it over on the dead ball turnover, you can get your press set up. So that wasn't the worst case scenario.
Absolutely. Hey, just checking in. I don't want you guys to leave this broadcast, but a lot of Notre Dame fans in the FRCC. De Pere, 19-13 right now over Germantown. Just under 9 minutes left to go in that one. So when we go to halftime, you can go check out that game.
Well, that's a pure Kaukauna game on Thursday night.
Germantown Kaukauna.
I'm sorry, Germantown Kaukauna. That was a phenomenal game. Watching that on W7 as well.
So both games at a similar score and a similar spot. Beaver Dam, though, with the lead here, 17-14, just over 6 to go. Wilkie, right hand, no good. Rebound by Gresh. That's a big-time rebound there by a sophomore. Left corner 3, Barrington, long, no good. That's going to be off Beaver Dam. Should be off Beaver Dam. I didn't think Brabant touched on the weak side.
It's hard to tell. I think Benny the Beaver down there talked him into that one.
Benny the Beaver.
He's been all over so far today.
He is. I think he's made an appearance on all 5 cameras. But that's all right. That's fun. He gave me a fist bump, and I think Notre Dame fans are ready to send me home.
Yeah, they didn't like that.
I told them to bring the Triton logo or the mascot to state then. Nice job here by Beaver Dam. Beats the press, works it around. Left-hand floater, no good, out of the hand of Loppin. Rebound to the Tritons. Fade will bring it across the timeline. Now near side. Brabant she'll look in. Now to Hardwick, top of the key, left side to Barrington. They go in the Gresh. A little up and under, left-hand scoop shot too hard. And left hand too hard on the other end as well. Barrington brings it down. The ball got a little high bounce there. That's the problem with these sectional balls. There's no, they're not beat in too much.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a foul coming here on the Beavers. It's going to go on number 24. 25.
Ashley, that's her second. So Beaver Dam, 2 girls with 2 fouls, and A Striker and Ashley right now. Yeah, those new basketballs, this is the first time they've ever been used. They don't get worn in very much. They come out of the box, they're a little bouncy.
So Brabant will check out of the game for the Tritons, the senior. Get a quick rest, ready to get it back in there. Corner 3 on the way, Barrington, no good. Musial challenges on the weak side. Almost picked up a foul.
See if Beaver Dam can get an inside touch here to Wilkie. She wants
They're working hard, but Fada's right there. 5-second count. It looks like Gabby Wilkie, or Maddie, I want to keep want to say I want Maddie, but it's Gabby Wilkie is open in the paint, but Fada's just lurking.
Yeah.
And she's tempting him into that pass. Throw that live pass, because I'm either setting him for the charge or I'm coming up with a steal.
And she's already stole it once, so I think the guards are a little hesitant to throw it back in there, seeing that pass is getting picked off.
17-14, just under 4.5 to go here, opening half. Beaver Dam with the 3-point lead. Notre Dame gets the dribble drive motion going. Right hand runner from Hope Barrington, no good.
Beaver Dam still doing a really good job clearing the ball on the defensive end on rebounds. That's right now not allowing any second opportunities for Notre Dame.
David Kim checking in. Go Sarah and Tritons from Tomahawk. Shout out to the Boyers and everyone from Rapid River. That one going to be blocked out of bounds.
Just really good defense by Musial. Stayed on the ground, didn't leave her feet. Used her long arms to her advantage.
19-18 now to Pier. 1-point lead over Germantown. 6:44 left to go in that one. But back here, we got a baseline inbound coming. Get Wilkie on the left side. She goes up, gets it to go.
.11 already for Wilkie. She averages just under 17 for per game for the season, so really good start for her, and Beaver Dam's going to need her to score today to be successful.
And the thing is, Notre Dame's challenged everything. She hasn't had a wide open layup or a catch and shoot three, so it's been a hard-earned 11. Barrington now right-hand drive. Too hard on that one. And it's going to end up going off of Hope's hands and back to Beaver Dam. Nice job there, just staying under control, calm presence, breaking the press. There's the first real wide open look for Wilkie. She's long, rebound Feta, she'll push. And we got a foul from behind.
That's a striker, that's going to be her third foul.
So a decision upcoming here for Coach Tim Chase, and not much of a decision. Very quickly up off the bench is Ashley, and we've got a timeout. It's a 30-second one. We are watching W7 presented by our good friends at Jolly Good Soda. They put the pop in Wisconsin.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Well, back here on the campus of West Bend West High School, it is Beaver Dam 19, Notre Dame 14. End line inbound here coming for the Tritons out of the timeouts. Each team has spent the timeouts. In the Musial, left hand, got it. So Musial up to 4 now on the night, 19-16, under 3 to go, opening half.
A little high-low action. Oh, tough entry again. Got to get that ball over to the wing and try to get a good entry pass. They're trying to go high-low, but it's hard to throw it across the paint that way.
Three ball on the way, Feta short, no good. Rebound, Beavers, Wilkie, couple dribbles, picks it up. Musial lurking, unable to come up with the steal.
Ashley short on the three. Not sure that's a shot she's wanting to be taken in that situation.
No, it's, and we got a foul on the other end. Is that going to go against Wilkie? So Gabby Wilkie picks up her first, team 6, so bonus free throws the rest of the way. For the Tritons. Whitehouse gets the pair. And now we're back to a 19-18 game, 2 minutes left to play. I think mentally, Coach, I mean, you've been in lots of these situations. If you could take a lead into the halftime as Notre Dame, you're feeling really good because you've trailed the entire game. And Beaver Dam, you got to start questioning yourselves a little bit in the locker room.
Yeah, Beaver Dam's played a really good half. They're controlling the boards. They're getting the ball inside. Notre Dame hasn't shot the ball well so far. They're getting decent looks, but they haven't made them. And they've been trailing the whole half. So if you can go in with the lead, you're going to be feeling
right
really
hand,
good
too
about
strong.
yourself.
Brought down by Wilkie. She'll step through the double, and now we got a foul coming. This is going to go on Feta. This could be her second. This does go on Feta.
Trying to call on Krista Feta, her second. Team sport, Beaver Dam ball.
So just the fourth, but Notre Dame be able to set up their full court pressure here. Just those 4 fouls on the Tritons. 1 on Hardwick, 2 on Feta, 1 on Gresh. Kick out, 3 ball on the way, splash!
Salatel there. That's a big bucket for Beaver Dam. They really needed that to kind of establish how they've been playing the first half.
22-18, just over a minute left to go. Well, we talked about Notre Dame maybe taking the lead in the half. Well, on the other end, Beaver Dam, if they can get a stop at another bucket here, it was down to 1. You could potentially take a 7-point lead into the break.
Yeah, I think you got to focus on getting a stop here. Notre Dame, you really want to get a bucket. You want to close this thing, make it a possession at half.
That one knocked out of bounds. Great defense there on Feta, being played by Layla Ashley. Cutting off the driving lane. Barrington back into the game for Feta. I think that's a great call.
Yep.
Even though you're on offense, Feta might have got away with a little bit of an arm bar push-off, which would have been her third.
Yeah, at this point, you just can't risk anything that's going to put you in foul trouble for the second half.
That one poked away. Gresh going to regather. 41 seconds left to go here. Whitehouse left wing. They go into Hardwick. She'll lay it in. The senior. She's up to 4 on the night.
It's tough defense. They were playing behind her.
Maybe another carry they got away with. She goes to the ground, and they're going to, timeout though. They're going to get Beaver Dam to burn another timeout here in this first half against that pressure. So timeout from Beaver Dam. We're going to keep it right here. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Wallbeck Group. The Wallbeck Group has been named the best place to work by the Milwaukee Business Journal and is hiring for a wide variety of trades and professional positions. They're especially looking for females. Visit wallbeckgroup.com/careers. That's WALBEC group.com/careers to apply and to learn more.
Well, you got to feel pretty good. I think both teams got to feel kind of pretty good how this has gone. Notre Dame in the sense that they haven't played that well or shot well, and they're still right there, within one possession. And Beaver Dam, they're controlling the pace of the game. They're controlling the boards right now. They're getting the ball inside and to play with the lead. The hard part will be if Notre Dame can come back and grab the lead here and really force Beaver Dam to play faster, how will that affect the game?
So 23 seconds on the clock for the rest of this half. Go Sarah and the Lady Tritons. Fenton, Michigan watching you. And Beaver Dam's got to hold for the last one unless Notre Dame's able to poke it away and get a little run-out steal. Now under 10, Wilkie near side. Backdoor cut off the bottom of the backboard, no good. Kicked around, going to end up in the hands of Hardwick. She's going to have a half, or not Hardwick. That one on the way, no good. That was Whitehouse, not Hardwick. Too much excitement there at the end. But so we head to the break. Beaver Dam 22, Notre Dame 20. We're going to take a break and come back with the Hupke Group halftime show. You're watching W7, presented by
WIAA Girls Playoff Basketball on W7 is brought to you by Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin. Visit jollygoodsoda.com to find it in your area. The Hupke Team, recognized as the #1 team in Wisconsin by Coldwell Banker. You'll not find better representation than the Hupke Team. Visit www.jenniferhupke.com. JVB Financial Advisor. From insurance to investment solutions. Visit www.jvbfinancial.net and get in touch with Jay. The Wallbeck Group. Named the best place to work by the Milwaukee Business Journal in hiring for a wide variety of trades and professional positions. Visit wallbeckgroup.com/careers to apply.
The next time you're in a food store buying cola, root beer, orange, or any flavored soda, take a good look at the price. I mean a really good look. At Jolly Good, we believe in quality, but we also believe in value. We want you to get your money's worth. That's why you'll usually find a lower price on Jolly Good soda, lower than any other canned soda. Next time, take a good look at the price. For flavor and value, Jolly Good's got it.
The top producing Hupke team assists buyers and sellers throughout Waukesha, Milwaukee, Washington, Racine, Ozaki, Jefferson, and Walworth counties. With 26 plus years of combined experience, solid credentials, and personalized customer care, Jennifer Hupke, Trisha Vins, Kim Aquinano, and Mariah Marcourt each bring their own unique skill set to the team. A winning combination that ensures 100% client satisfaction. You will not find a better representation than the Hupke team. Visit www.jenniferhupke.com to learn more and follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Hey, a great opportunity exists for people who enjoyed sports as participants and would like to give back to the game that means so much to them. Becoming a high school game official gives you the opportunity to get involved, get in shape, and help teach the game to young people. Signing up is easy. To become a WIA licensed official, go online at WIAWI.org to apply and become a WIA licensed official. A message from W7 Productions and the WIA, keeping the education in sports. And Quinn, as a coach, you know we are in need of officials, especially younger officials. We just got to treat them better as coaching staff and fans and all that. And as bad as, last night might have been, whatever, it is what it is. But we need more officials, and there's lots of them out there on social media right now. Grab a whistle, grab a handbook, and let's all get better and be better for the girls and the guys and everything, because basketball is going to be around for generations to come. We're going to need officials to do it.
Yeah, and I officiate as well, and our officials associations around the state are looking for new people to join those associations, and the people running those associations will help people learn and grow and get games and try to figure out how they can get in, because the biggest issue that we're going to have in the future, if this continues, is our youth sports. I mean, our youth sports where the kids learn and they grow, they're going to be really struggling for officials if we don't find something and find a way to promote this. And I mean, the crew that we've had so far today has been fantastic.
They're great. I mean, it's a little bit younger crew, and I've seen them around a couple of different places over the years. And just a real nice crew, doing a great job here tonight. But definitely get involved. And for the high school kids, I mean, they've got, and even college kids, no fees, whatever, sign up. And it's a great way. I did it through college and even a little bit after, and it's a great way. Well, now they're paying $35, $40 for the youth weekends just to get guys there. I was only getting $20 or $25 for a game. But you go in for 4 or 5 hours, and you come away with $140, $150 cash. Yep. You're not going to get another $35 an hour job without a master's degree.
No, and we really need to get some of these older high school kids, college kids, males and females. We need both. We need more female officials, especially in this part of the state. We need them to come out, and I feel like the ones that I've worked with and the ones that have kind of gotten into it, after the jitters get out the first few times, they really start to feel like, hey, I can do this. And I think that's a good that sets a good tone for the younger kids, because we need younger officials, we need more female officials, we need people that are willing to do the job. And like you said, we just got to treat them better. We got to. They're out there doing the best that they can, and we just need more people to help this continue to grow and have our sport, start to continue to excel.
Got Benny and the Beaver out there trying to get some half-court shots in. I love that. Hey, we're about 4 minutes away from second half inbound. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with some second half numbers. You're watching W7, presented by Jolly Good Soda, JVB Financial, the Hupke team, and the Wallbeck Group.
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisors, is on W7.
Okay. So say that again.
I know.
That's all right. That's
GTV,
is
presented by JVB Financial Advisors, is on W7.
Okay. GTV, presented by? Or
Presented by,
okay,
yep.
take two. JVB. Here we go. Take three. All right, here we go. GTV is brought to you by?
Presented by.
Okay, all right, here we go. Okay. GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor, is on W7. There you go.
You know I'm going to use those bloopers, right?
Oh yeah,
you know
that's fine. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Welcome back to West Bend West High School. We've got a dandy on tap, potentially a W7 Instant Classic brewing, and one of the last two tickets to get punched to the Resch Center next week on the line. At the half, though, it is Beaver Dam 22, Notre Dame 20. Both teams have just come back out of the locker room. Just under a minute and a half here to go before second half inbound. I don't see a possession arrow, but don't know who's going to have the possession to start the half. But one more message from the WIA here at the halftime. Nearly 800 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and athletically through the WIA's Scholar Athlete Award Program, underwritten by Marshfield Clinic. Applicants will be in the running for the 32 state Scholar Athlete Awards presented at a reception in May. Application materials are available exclusively online through the WIA website. Deadline for nominations is March 11th, so that's next Friday. A message from W7 Productions and the WIAA, keeping the education in sports. Well, Quinn, first half numbers.
Yeah, we'll start off with Beaver Dam. Gabby Wilkie leading the Beavers with 11 points in the first half. Bella A. Stryker has 4. Annie Salatel with 3. And then you've got Kylie Whitnebell, Riley Zarnecki, and Layla Ashley all chipping in with 2. So Wilkie's kind of led the scoring for the Beavers. And then for the Tritons of Notre Dame, you've got Trista Fea with 8. Hardwick and Musial each have 4. Barrington and Whitehouse each with 2. Gresh has been held scoreless so far in the first half.
Well, so second half inbound is going to go to Beaver Dam. That'll allow the Tritons to set up a little bit of token pressure. Feda will challenge Layla Ashley. Potentially W7 Instant Classic brewing here. Looking over on the other network. It is 26-24 Germantown over to Pier. 2.5 minutes left to go, opening half of that one. They go in high post to Wilkie. She kicks it out, nearly taken away by Whitehouse, but knocked out of bounds.
I'm going to look for Beaver Dam here early in the second half to kind of establish that inside game that they started the game with. They kind of got away from a little bit. And then for Notre Dame's going to look to pick up that pressure and try to get the lead. I feel like if they can get the lead, they can really make Beaver Dam play at their pace, which is not something that Beaver Dam really wants to do right now.
Well, and we saw turnovers come in the middle part of that middle part of the first half. Wilkie pull up, Jay around the rim, out, tipped around in the hands of Gresh. But can they sustain not turn the ball over all the way to the last minute? Because Notre Dame, down 1, up 1, whatever, they're going to press to the final buzzer. So Beaver Dam's going to have to remain composed for the remaining 17:20 left on the clock here. So now Notre Dame with the ball, first possession of the second half, chance to tie or take the lead. They don't come out on Barrington. She's missed a few from outside today. Now she'll shoot it, dial it up long, no good. So almost kind of willing Barrington to shoot out there. Up ahead, no control, and then they get a foul. I think that's a great no call. There's no control. She never possessed it. And one opportunity coming here. So the foul is going to go on Hope Barrington. Her first, team first of the second half. And Zarnecki to the free throw line. She'll convert the three-point play.
And that's a big bucket for Beaver Dam right there, getting the ball inside in transition.
Whitehouse, right-hand drive, reverse, scoop shot, fouled hard. She's going to head to the line. I love that out of Wilkie there, and also Ashley. Hard foul, clean foul there by Beaver Dam. Whitehouse hits the deck hard, and they come over and help her up. So Whitehouse, she will head to the free throw stripe. And she will look to convert. On the foul. Off the right side of the rim, no good. Second one on the way, front rim, back rim, and in. Missed those last points. Getting them up on the scoreboard for Beaver Dam. So it's a 25-21 lead, just under 17 left to go here, second half. Fade a full court pressure, even with those 2 fouls. That's what Notre Dame does. Beaver Dam now settle in with a 4-point lead. Kind of a 4-out, 1-in with Wilkie working that high post area at the free throw line.
Doing a nice job being patient right now. Not a ton of pressure from Notre Dame in the half court, but they're going to, at some point, they're going to start to bring that pressure and try to create some turnovers.
And able to get it to go. Annie Salatel.
Well, right now, Beaver Dam is just daring Barrington and White House to shoot, and they don't look like they're comfortable shooting right now. They're getting to the rim.
Right hand scoop shot from White House, no good.
But Beaver Dam is packing it in, making one of them shoot it, and they're just not catching it, ready to look at the hoop right away.
Well, and Notre Dame doesn't shoot a lot of threes. The main volume will come from Feda and Gresh. Everybody else, just a couple attempts on the year per game. So Beaver Dam goes back to that kind of 4-out, 1-in look with Wilkie working that mid-post area at the volleyball line up to the high post at the free throw line.
And Gresh is really making Wilkie work in the post right now. There's contact down there every possession. There's no easy post-up opportunities now.
I think Notre Dame's going to have to start kind of switching some of these things and jumping some of these passes because Beaver Dam is going to shorten this game up really quick.
Yeah, I think you got to pressure a little more in the half court, and you're going to have to try to get Beaver Dam to speed up.
Here comes a little bit of a double, chase the ball out, kind of force the tempo.
Beaver Dam is just comfortable currently at this pace. Just working so they get a wide open look. They're not forcing
Now they
anything.
get it back door, blocked! Incredible block by White House. Met Ashley at the point of attack, then turned over on the other end. Poked out from behind by Ashley. Now Wilkie on the spin dribble, she'll pick it up. Double doesn't come. Coach Rody telling the Tritons to get up, maybe looking for a 5 count.
I think you're going to start to see them start to double here in the half court even, trying to pick up the pace and trying to create some turnovers.
Still just a 2-possession game, 27-21, under 14 minutes left to go here in this one at West Bend West. The last spot in Division II on the line. This is going to be an interesting call. Interesting call coming here, and that's going to go on Notre Dame Hope Barrington. I thought she had the inside position, and the Beaver Dam player came through her shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, those calls are tough to make. They're 50-50. I just let it play out and let somebody win the ball there, in my opinion. I mean,
more than likely that's going to roll out of bounds in front of us over here. Well, or end up in a jump ball, and I think everybody's happy with that.
It just hurts. It's hard to penalize a kid for two kids hustling at the same time there.
Yep. So now Musial in the game for White House. Maybe a little bit more of a threat to shoot from outside. Now they bring the double. Forrest Temple, kick out, 3 ball on the way. Around the rim and out, no good. Feda. Questionable. Beaver Dam on that side.
That was a big rebound by Feda, too, because Wilkie had an opportunity for an offensive rebound and a putback, and Feda just got her hand in there, able to knock that thing out.
Yep. So on the other network, it's De Pere 29, Germantown 28. Germantown with the ball, under 30 seconds to go. Back here, though, turnaround Jay Hardwick, got it.
And they needed that
Now
bucket.
Here comes the full court pressure. This is what they need. Notre Dame needs the ball to go through the hoop or dead ball turnovers. Gosh, full court pressure. Musial on the double. Barrington on the steal. Left hand lay in, up good. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Tim Chase and the Beaver Dam Beavers. We are going to take it with them. You are watching W7, presented by our good friends at Jolly Good Soda. They put the pop in Wisconsin.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Back here at West Bend West. Now just a 2-point game with 13 minutes left to go. Still on the last full court pressure possession by Notre Dame. Beaver Dam able to handle that one. Wilkie, left-hand side. She'll drive, spins, picks the dribble up. Kick out, taken away by Hardwick. So now back-to-back turnovers, kind of really against that press.
Yeah, and that's what Notre Dame's going to have to do.
Inside, left hand up, foul coming. To the free throw line will go Hardwick.
First foul on Whitney-Bell.
Whitney-Bell picks up her first and the second team foul of the half. So Sarah Hardwick, she'll toe the free throw line. She comes into the game shooting 54.8% from the charity stripe. First one on the way, good. So this will be the potentially the first tie of the game since it was 0-0. Hardwick leaves it short. I hesitated about saying that. As it stands, 27-26. Notre Dame fans watching at home, I will take that one. That missed free throw's on me.
A lot more energy and pressure now on the Notre Dame defense, especially in the half-court end.
And that one out of bounds. We're going to come back the other way.
Again, just a tough entry point to throw that high-low pass. And even if she catches it, she's not going to be in a position to be able to do much with it.
Right.
So now we got a chance here for Notre Dame to take their first lead of the game.
So it's just the contrast in styles. Beaver Dam drops back. They're going to play the inside, the three-point line defense. Notre Dame turnover, whatever. We're going end line to end line.
We got a set play here coming for Notre Dame. Oh, it's a nice set.
They get Barrington isolated left side. Hard foul.
It's a second one on Whitney-Bell.
Notre Dame bench loves that one.
It's a really nice set play. Get the ball to the wing and then space her out on the side for Barrington and attack Whitney-Bell. Yeah,
clear out that left side. No help defense able to come. Barrington with that quick first step off the sweep dribble. Gets the free throw to go. So 27-27. That's the first time this one's been tied since the opening tip.
And so that's a matchup I think Notre Dame's going to look at going, well, now Whitney-Bell's leaving the game, but Barrington's a lot quicker than Whitney-Bell on that move, and I feel like she can get around her and get to the hoop if they give her the opportunities to do so.
So second free throw here from Barrington, got it. So Notre Dame leads for the first time tonight, 12-10 left to go. It's a 28-27 lead. Full court pressure. Notre Dame again, Musial on Ashley. Here comes Gresh now, tipped away by Musial. In the air, taken away by Feda. Up ahead. She'll control it, step through, and around, not gonna go. You could see that the Notre Dame's parent section over here is ready to come unglued.
Yeah, and this is gonna be the test here for Beaver Dam now. You've played pretty well for the game, and you've expended a lot of effort and energy, and now you've given up the lead, and Notre Dame's pressure is gonna keep attacking you. And how are you going to respond to that?
Feda off the right side of the rim, no good. This is, Coach, this has been the little bit of concern that I've had from Notre Dame coming into this one and later, the deeper we go into the postseason. Just shooting 67% from the free throw line, but a lot of games I've done, it's been right around that 55, 56 mark. And they've won handily in those games.
Yeah, and the further you get in the tournament and the more closer games you play, the more important free throws and rebounding.
That one poked away, Feda up ahead. Musial, the freshman with the right hand lay-in. Timeout, Beaver Dam. They're going to be left with one for the remaining 11:45, and it's a 31-27 lead now for the Tritons. We're going to take a timeout. We'll send it in the huddles. You're watching W7, presented by our good friend at JVB Financial.
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor. I'm a financial planner. Started doing this 36 years ago, back in 1985. What my best clients say I do for them is help them feel comfortable about their money and about their insurance protection. Work with young people that are just out of college and just getting started, to people that are nearing retirement, or some that are already in retirement. There's no obligation, there's no fees or anything like that. We just like to have a conversation and see if it makes sense to sit down and maybe talk about things a little further.
Well, back here at Beaver Dam, a quick game reset for you. Notre Dame just took the lead at the 12-10 mark, a 28-27 lead. Since then, they've been on a 4-0 run. They lead 31-27. Beaver Dam forced to take a timeout, and they're down to one left to go in this one.
Yeah, that timeout that Beaver Dam had to use right before the half ended up being big. Now they got one left.
Ashley takes control right there on the full court pressure. She goes coast to coast. That's a big bucket for Beaver Dam. That'll help settle things down. They get Feda wide open on the weak side. Trust to Feda. I'm looking at the eyes of Muser right here, and she is not playing like a freshman. Her eyes are locked in. And a 10-second count, and Ashley didn't even get it above the three-point line. That's the suffocating defense of the Tritons and Notre Dame.
Yeah, and Notre Dame defensively, since about the 5-minute mark of the first half, hasn't let Wilkie do anything. She hasn't, I don't know if she's scored since the 5. She's been stuck at 11 points for quite a while right now. So the defense has turned up for Notre Dame, and then that pressure right now is just causing a lot of problems for the Beaver Dam offense.
So Fada now, top of your screen on the right wing. They'll go back around the corner, near side now to Barrington. Looking to get into Hardwick, unable to do so, back to Gresh. Fada up top, running a little flex action screen there off the corners. Barrington up top. I'm not sure Notre Dame has to shoot another 3 this game, but they might. Now Notre Dame with the lead, they'll sit on the ball here and work some offense. Now that they've kind of flipped the script in this one. 10.5 left to go, 4-point lead for the Tritons. Fade on the right wing. She'll drive, hesitation dribble. Double comes, she works her way through there, right hand reverse, no good. Wilkie rebound, outlet to Ashley, she'll push up left side. She'll challenge Barrington, too hard, no good. And there's a rebound there by Wittenbell.
I think they got Gresh on the foul. Yep.
So Gresh picks up her second, just a third on the team. To the free throw line will go Wittenbell. Just a 50% free throw shooter for her. Splashes that one in. Into the game now for the Beavers, Bella, a striker. Of course, she was on the bench with those 3 fouls. And Wittenbell makes the pair. Behind on the score a little bit here. 33-31. Just over 10 left to go here in this one. A trip to the Resch on the line. The last ticket to get punched on the D2 side. Reedsburg won. They had a 1:30 game. They punched the third ticket. Hardwick no good on that one.
Oh, and they called the timeout, and that is their last timeout.
Ooh, yeah, I'd be interested to see who called that timeout.
Well, I could see it. It was Wittenbell. She was calling it down here.
Wittenbell was calling it, okay, because Coach Chase had his card in hands close to the chest there, not wanting to maybe use that timeout, but nonetheless, they do use it. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Walbeck Group. The Walbeck's mission is to help people reach their destination. Whether that's the public through the construction of their infrastructure projects, their partners through the mutual respect and collaboration or their team members through a challenging work environment that rewards them with trust, fairness, and an opportunity to continue to grow. Visit walbeckgroup.com. That's WALBEC group.com to learn more. The Hupke team offers buyers concierge-level service to find homes that fulfill their clients' wish lists. They draw on their shared, in-depth knowledge of the community to present options in both up-and-coming and established neighborhoods. When it comes time to negotiate, the Hupke team advocates for their clients' interests every step of the way. You will not find better representation than the Hupke team. Visit www.jenniferhupke.com to learn more and follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
So the final 10 minutes here, Beaver Dam does not have any timeouts remaining. That is going to play into the hands of Notre Dame.
Three ball on the way, short, front rim, tipped around in the hand of Feda. She'll push left side, now she'll slow it up. Well, and the big thing about that is all the kids have to know that you're out of timeouts and you can't call them, otherwise we got a technical foul coming. That one long, tracked down by Barrington. Those are the extra possessions that decide these down the stretch.
In the last 4 or 5 minutes, Notre Dame has been getting the loose balls. They have been getting the extra possessions, the offensive rebounds. That wasn't the case in the first half, but the last 4 minutes, that's changed.
They try to find Gresh weak side, unable to do so. She'll kick out, and now we got a tie up, and possession is going to stay here.
And that was a big play there by Musio, because that could have been very easily for Beaver Dam to get a run out there. But she kept her hand in there, got that held ball, kept possession for the Tritons.
So Gresh going to inbound just to the right off your screen. She'll go into Feda. Now we're near side in the corner to Gresh, back to Feda. They'll work around Beaver Dam. They kind of switched, looks like to a 2-3 zone here. Inside Gresh, high post. Now she'll go with the step through, left-hand scoop shot, up and in, Gracie Gresh. That's her 4 points of the afternoon, isn't it?
Yep, that's her first bucket of the game.
No time better than now for Gresh to get going in winning time. Beaver Dam able to go up ahead. I'm not sure how that wasn't a travel, but it's not. We come the other way. Right-hand runner, foul. We're going to go back to the free throw line. Free throws coming here for Feda.
Beaver Dam foul on Ashley. That's her fourth. Team step.
Feda toward the free throw line, knocks that one down.
I think that was on Layla Ashley, that foul, which would be her 4th foul, and she is leaving the game right now. And she's really been playing really hard for Beaver Dam, so that's a big loss for them at this point.
Second one on the way for Feda, and she gets it to go.
13 for Feda so far today. She has really been picking up the offense.
Three ball on the way. Ani Salatel. Then she puts, we missed that three ball, but Annie Salatel on the other end buried a three, and she puts Beaver Dam right back in this game. 37-34, just under 8 to go. Tritons with the ball and the lead. They go into Hardwick, double comes, they kick to Barrington.
Nice cut.
Challenge, Barrington redirects her shot, unable to get it to go. Ends up back in the hand of Barrington, she can't get that one. 3 times the charm! Barrington's going to end up with 10 or 11 points on the night. And it's going to be a rough shooting night for Hope, but I don't think she'll care if she'll end up with a trip to the Resch.
Well, and right there again, 2 loose balls that went right back to Notre Dame, 2 offensive rebounds and a putback. And that has been the difference in the second half compared to the first half. The first half, Beaver Dam was controlling possession of the ball. In the second half, it's been completely flipped, and Notre Dame is getting those loose balls and those extra possessions.
Long cross-court pass. Top of the key, Salatel. Now near side, 3 ball on the way, around the rim and out. Rebound to Hardwick. Stricker unable to get it to go.
Beaver Dam's living on the 3 ball right now, and because they're down, they're going to have to knock some of those down. The problem has been on the offense or the defensive end for them. They have not had an answer for these extra possessions and the offensive rebounds.
They've locked in the early going. They locked down on those second chance points, but in the second half here, giving up a lot of second chance buckets. So Notre Dame worked the ball around. They go in the Gresh right side, right hand up and good. Probably couldn't keep Gresh quiet for too long. Still just 4 points on the night, but it's a 42-34 lead. 6:40 left to go. That's an incredible job defending that post entry pass by Feda. I don't know if she was going for the block shot or what, but ends up getting her hand on it.
And a big difference on this end of the floor is now Beaver Dam has to go out and pressure the ball because they're down, which is leaving those entry passes into the post players for Notre Dame. In the first half, they were able to just pack it in the paint and dare Notre Dame to shoot threes. Well, you can't do that when you're down, otherwise they're just going to kill the clock.
Well, and I think part of it, Whitehouse not a big three-point shooter, and even though she does shoot 40% on the year, they're really packing it in. They weren't coming out and guarding her in the second half. She hasn't been out there on the floor that much. Musial's been out there, and that's a Gabby Wilkie, so her first points in a while. But with Musial out there, you got to come out there and respect her three ball a little bit more. And that's just the, that's just the X's and O's of the game.
Yeah, matchups. You got to play matchups and what's going to help your team win.
Tipped around one there, ended by Gresh, poked away. And she'll dribble it out.
Whitehouse had made some really nice plays on the defensive end earlier and some really nice takes to the hoop. But right now, Musial is just giving them
a little
more spacing on the offense. That's really helping. And she's making nice hard cuts too.
But that's what makes this Notre Dame team so difficult. You can really legit have 6 kids. Trista Feda, incredible backdoor cut. They find her right hand scoop shot. She hits the deck hard. And we are going back to the free throw line. Trista Feda.
And that's the 4th foul now on A Striker. So Beaver Dam is in a tough spot. They've got no timeouts. They've got 2 girls with 4 fouls. Notre Dame is kind of controlling the ball on the offensive end, and they're finishing some tough shots right now. I mean, that was an incredible finish for Feda right there.
And Feda will convert the three-point play. So what was a 6-point lead in the early in the first half has now become a 9-point lead for the Tritons. They've slowly chipped away, regained the lead out of the locker room at half, and now a 9-point lead looking to get a turnover here against the Beavers. Wilkie, left-hand drive runner on Barrington up and in.
Yeah, Wilkie didn't get enough touches there for the big part of the game. She started off really well, and now she's kind of going back to it. But they're going to have Wilkie get some offense here late in the game if they want to have a chance.
Well, it started, you're a big kid, and nice job. Hardwick unable to go on the first, unable to go on the second, and we're going to go the other way. And there's only one kid that it could have gone off of, and that was Ashley. And that's who it went off of, but yet we're going to go Beaver Dam basketball. But it was the pressure that was applied in the full court where Wilkie, they just couldn't get the ball to Wilkie in the half-court set.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, if those are the passes you're left with, it's going to be tough. It's just a matter of time, but they get that one to go.
All right, so Beaver Dam hanging around now. They were kind of right at the brink, and now they've come back.
Coach Sarah Rohde going to use that timeout. She had 4 remaining. Now she's down to 3. So a timeout there for the Tritons. It's going to be a 30-second variety. We're going to keep it here. We're going to send it into the huddles. Just real quick as you're watching along at home, so Reedsburg punched their trip to state. Notre Dame, the only one left in Division II, looking for that opportunity. But we have our homeschool contest. The contest began April 1st and will come to a conclusion on March 31st, 2022, with an hour-by-hour update of the contest leaders, including a live show. 11 p.m., we give our final update. And 11:59, the contest is officially over. Each year, we apply all the funds raised through donations, services, and sponsorships to the donor school of choice. Then we add all those up, and that's how we determine a home school. Purchasing a postseason package like Notre Dame, Randolph, and Germantown did, that all goes into the contest. Barrington gets loose on the weak side. And then if your team's headed to state, we do a nice documentary for you. Contact us about that, info@productionsw7.com. Hardwick put her shoulder down. She cleared out 2 Beavers. It's hard not to call that foul. She cleared out the entire lane.
I think that's a good call. It's a tough call to make there, but I think she had her elbow kind of right in her chest there. I think you got to call that.
She took that power dribble, but she had the elbow and the shoulder.
Now, if I'm coaching, I'm saying that's a great, strong move. Why you penalize
exactly. This. They go over the top. Left-hand runner, no good. Chased down by Gresh on the rebound. Fada will push the other way. Nice, great hustle there out of Ace Stricker. Track it down from behind.
Beaver Dam is really going to need a bucket right now. They're kind of teetering at this point. If they don't get a bucket soon, Notre Dame is going to be able to kind of grind this thing out.
And Notre Dame parent section get into it. Students now join. A little defensive chant. 3 ball on the way. Wilkie around the rim and out. No good. Weak side rebound put back. Ani Salatel.
She's up to 10 for the game.
Fada with those 2 fouls, she just kind of had to let her go. Didn't want to pick up 3 with over 3 to go. So now a 5-point lead for the Tritons. They have possession. They'll kind of slow things down and work things out top. Now they'll go near side here to Musial. Back to Gresh up top. Trying to get the isolation one-on-one. They do. Hardwick goes to work, kick out. Barrington back to the top to Gresh.
Beaver Dam's going to have to get out and put more pressure on the ball. Notre Dame is going to run some clock right now.
Yeah, I see the Beaver Dam coaching staff waving. Higher, higher, be more available. They go into Hardwick. Double comes, dump off. Barrington right side, lay in. Hope Barrington.
And she's got 11 in the second half alone. She's really been a key difference in how Notre Dame's offense has attacked in the second half.
They're bringing her defender on the double.
Right.
And Hardwick and Gresh and everybody else doing a great job passing out of it. Musial going to pick up the foul here, tripping Maddie Kenzie. So now 5 team fouls on Notre Dame, and here we go. Back into the game is Sydney Whitehouse. So Musial out, great defense applied by Musial. Whitehouse, really pretty much the same players, just Musial having a little bit better game today. They go inside, blocked, ends up in the hand of Beaver Dam, and 2 goes at it, no good for Wittenbell. The other way comes Fada. Fada tells the team, hey, relax, slow down. We've got a 7-point lead and under 2 to go here. And run a little clock here. Now the offense comes out above the 3-point line. A couple handoffs and passes out between the volleyball line and half court. Fada up top. Guarded there by Kenzie. Beaver Dam's going to have to think about fouling here at some point.
Yeah, you can't let them just hang out here forever. They've already run 25 seconds off the clock.
Now we're down to $1:25 left to go, 7-point lead. Stands get a little loud here for the Tritons.
Beaver Dam wants Whitehouse to catch it right now.
But they're just keeping, Notre Dame's doing a great job keeping Whitehouse out of it.
Right.
You're going to have to make a decision. Now we're down to 1:05. Fada up top, guarded here by Wittenbell. Now you're going to have to go, and that's going to be the 5th on Wittenbell. 1 and the bonus coming.
That's going to be the 3rd foul on Wittenbell. And we've got Fada at the line here for a bonus. 1-1. First one is good, and that's going to be an 8-point lead. A minute to go here for the Tritons.
So Feta makes both. And we now have a 51-42 lead. 1 minute to go. One foul to give for Notre Dame if they want to use it. Step back three, partially blocked into the hands of Gresh. No foul there, no foul there. Feta playing a little keep away, now turned over. Feta takes it back away, back in her hand. She'll bring it up the near side. Reach in foul here on Salatel. Feta back to the free throw line. Still one in the bonus here. Feta gets it to go. Stick around for the post game. We will not have a player of the game. We will have a team of the game, whichever team wins that one. Right now it's looking like it's going to be Notre Dame. And we're going to get some substitutions in now. And while we got a minute, there are over 20 studies that support the benefits of low-fat chocolate milk as a recovery beverage. Low-fat chocolate milk contains the right 3-to-1 mix of carbs and protein, scientifically shown to help refuel and restore muscles. Pro athletes have been relying on chocolate milk for years because they have seen the benefits in their own performance and recommend drinking milk to others. Learn more at GonnaNeedMilk.com. Brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. Feta, second one, good. 53-42. 30 seconds left.
And Beaver Dam was able to get their seniors into the game here to finish the game. So Corey Gundert's into the game, Peyton Whitesky into the game, and Sadie DeVries is into the game for the Beavers. Get them a chance to finish out their career here in the last 30 seconds.
Scoop shot, Ashley. We're going to get a foul. Trista Feta. So Feta will pick up her third, team 6. We got some subs at the bench for both squads. We got a camera in the hand of a student manager for Notre Dame. We are just over 21 seconds away from heading to the Resch. Ashley puts in the 43rd point on the night for the Beavers. A well-played game by Beaver Dam, a young squad that has really made their mark back, following a tremendous group of kids over the last 3 or 4 years. They hung tough here in this one tonight. Hats off to Beaver Dam, Coach Tim Chase and his squad. Second one, Ashley has it. So 53-44, 21.2 seconds left to go. Tritons will inbound. It will be Hannah Greisen and the Peyton Musial. The freshman will dribble it across the timeline. Kind of come out guard. Take it to Brabant. Back to Greisen. Now over to Barrington. Back to Brabant. 8 seconds to go. Goki, Musial. We're under 5, 3, 2, 1. And we're going back to the Resch. Notre Dame is headed back to the Resch. Next Friday they will play. We'll go right inside the huddle there with them. And incredible. So they will have a chance to defend their D2 state championship. They will be in the semifinal match next Friday. That session starts at 1:35 in the afternoon. Second game will follow. A potential rematch with Reedsburg, maybe in that semifinal depending on the seedings, but a well-played game, and a season unfortunately comes to an end for one team tonight. That is Beaver Dam. But the Tritons are moving on.
I paid my dues.
An incredible game played by Notre Dame. To come from behind.
But committed no crime. And bad mistakes.
So we got student manager of the camera out there. They're celebrating. Stick around. We're going to have the trophy presentation coming up. Each team will receive some medals, and we will go from there. Quinn, thoughts on this one?
It was a well-played game by both teams. Notre Dame was able to make some key adjustments in the second half. And the biggest thing was put the ball through the hoop so you could get your pressure set up. And once they started doing that, I thought that the tide changed when Notre Dame was able to grab the lead and Beaver Dam had to play from behind, and Notre Dame was able to pick up the pace of the game. And just that constant pressure wears on you throughout the game as far as it goes. And Beaver Dam handled it really well for stretches, but there were two key stretches where Notre Dame was able to kind of put on a run. And just that extra energy, the second half, extra possessions, the loose balls, getting on the floor, making those plays. I just thought Notre Dame made some key adjustments in the second half, but most of it was just, hey, do what you do well, play hard, and good things will happen.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm going to go out there, grab the camera back from the student manager, and get these presentations. But thanks for watching W7. Stick around. We'll try to get some player interviews over here, as many as we can this afternoon. The girls anyway, they got to get back. Boys have a big game tonight at 8 o'clock. You're watching W7.
The
The next time you're in a food store buying cola, root beer, orange, or any flavored soda, take a good look at the price. I mean a really good look. At Jolly Good, we believe in quality, but we also believe in value. We want you to get your money's worth. That's why you'll usually find a lower price on Jolly Good soda, lower than any other canned soda. Next time, take a good look at the price. For flavor and value, Jolly Good's got it. Jolly Good's got it.
All right, we're back with our one of our players of the game. It's going to be everybody tonight, but Trista, talk to me about that game. I mean, you guys didn't really get the lead until the second half with about 12 and a half left to go, and kind of seemed like you put your team on the back there for a little bit and just kept grinding one out.
Yeah, I mean, at halftime we were excited, but we were also like nervous. But like our shots aren't falling, but that's okay. I mean, we had them. They were getting tired, and we knew that. We were in the conditioning shape to keep going, keep running it, and get our lead that we wanted to get.
That's what I said. You maybe didn't get the turnovers early, but I just said, well, wait, second half, and things might turn around here a little bit. But what does it mean to get another trip to the state? Obviously, you guys went there last year as a freshman, but now this is the true state experience. Everything's back. If you guys want 7,000 fans to come to the Rush on Friday night, they can come. It's just down the road. What does that mean to be back and be part of that?
Yeah, it means so much, especially in Green Bay, having our fans. And, I mean, our hockey team did a great job, but especially having them there, too, to be loud and everyone there. It's just going to be a great experience again.
Yeah, well, hey, these ladies are coming back out tonight to support the boys when they get home at 8 o'clock. we got to get everybody to the restaurant on Friday whenever they decide to play.
Yep.
About 1:30 in the afternoon, or maybe about 2 hours later at 3:30. But Trista, great game today.
Thank you.
Great overall season up to this point. It's been fun watching you play, not only this postseason but this year. But hopefully we get to do a couple more games at the Rush Center. So,
I agree.
All righty, Trista. Nice game today, kiddo.
Thank you so much.
All righty. Grab yourself a Jolly Good, and we'll catch up later.
Sounds good.
All righty. We'll be back with another player of the game. Do we, is Sarah nearby? Okay. Sarah, Caroline, or Gracie? Gresh is right there. Gresh is right there in the middle by her brother. Yeah. Caroline, Brabant, or Hardwick, the seniors. Gracie's coming? All right.
I paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share.
All righty, we're back with this time Gracie Gresh. I mean, talk to me about that game, kiddo. I mean, they kept you kind of scoreless for a while. I mean, but you're going to draw the best defensive assignment most of the nights, and then you work through it and then get going a little bit. But finding your teammates, talk to me about the game tonight.
Yeah, I think going into it, I wouldn't say we were expecting like a different form of defense, but we kind of were, and we prepared for it. So I think just knowing that I could get my teammates open in different ways and screen for them and set good screens and get them open, because I knew that we can score different ways because we have so many different threats.
Well, and apply pressure defensively. You guys do such a good job of that. And you got some big-time rebounds in there as well. Just incredible job. As a freshman, I asked Trista this too. Last year, you guys obviously went to state. You won state out there at the Lacrosse Center. But now, to get that full experience back at the Rush Center, just a few blocks from where you practice and where you play all your home games. What's that going to be like playing in front of the big-time home crowd here in a week?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I mean, home crowd advantage. I mean, last year we were at Lacrosse, so I obviously don't know what it's going to be like at the Rush, obviously, because it's new, and I'm really excited. You know, I love this group. It's been amazing. I love this group so much.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I was talking to the coaches beforehand. I'm like, are the kids even going to storm the court? It seems like, it's like, hey, we're going back to state. but this is it's a new group, and it's a new experience, a new season. Yep. I mean, you guys had some key pieces move on from last year, but a lot of you guys are back, and just incredible job. And it's been fun watching you play this year. And same thing I told Trista. It's been a great time. Oh, we're getting everyone. We're getting photobombed and everything all coming in. What's up? Hey, but Gracie, hopefully we get to cover some of your games out at the Rush Center. But if we don't, we'll be there watching and supporting. And I'm watching over here, and you might be joined by DePere over at State 2, another FRCC team. Wow. Yeah, they're locked up in a close one. Wow. But Caroline, you want to jump in? Where Gracie give up the headset to Caroline, and yeah, Caroline, jump in. Everybody's the player of the game today. It's yeah, exactly. Sectional Saturday. Quinn, if you want to move that back, they can all jump in, whatever. It's a family affair over here. No. Move the thing back. No, you're fine. Yeah, but Caroline, talk to me. I mean, as a senior now, you get to go to state at the Rush Center. What does that mean?
It's just super cool. I remember my freshman year, we actually played Beaver Dam in this game, and we ended up losing that year. So I think it's just coming full circle senior year, and coming back after starting down, it was really amazing, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we talked earlier in the year, but what makes this group so special this year and this trip to the Rush?
I think just the fact that everyone is so hardworking. Everyone has an amazing work ethic, and no matter what, that everyone's going to be lifting each other up and trying their best. And I think it makes everybody try their hardest to perform to the highest level they can.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, talk to me about this freshman here to our right. Talk to me about P a little bit.
Peyton. Peyton, I mean, she's an amazing shooter. I mean, she's quick to the hoop. Like, she's really great, but also just I think the camaraderie she brings to the team as well. Like, she's a great ball player, but she's also, I mean, I remember when she started, like, she was silent, and now, like, you hear her cheering and talking, and she just adds a really great element to our team that, like, I don't know what it would be like without her on it as well.
Yeah, for sure, and that's a great transition. P, come join the post game. We're from a senior to a freshman, and we'll kick the senior out and bring the freshman in. P, talk to me about this game. Were you nervous coming into this game?
Honestly,
yeah, the freshman nerves a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. But there was a time you picked up full court on an inbound, and you were right in front of us, and I could see in your eyes like you were determined, you were locked in.
Mm-hmm.
All those nerves were gone.
Yeah.
But talk to me about this game as a freshman, and what does it mean going to state? I mean, you grew up watching all these state runs by these great Notre Dame teams.
Yeah.
Now you're on it.
Yeah.
You're a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
What's it mean?
Honestly, like, it just means a lot because we've been working really hard, like, ever since, like, they won last year. We've been working really hard ever since that to be able to have an opportunity to do it again. And I think now that's, like, now we're able to have that opportunity is really a big deal. It's really exciting.
Yeah, and I've been asking everybody this, but right down the road at the Rush Center, you guys get to play.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got a good following here. I mean, what's it going to be like at the Rush? I mean, you guys are going to sell that thing out, I think.
Hopefully.
I mean, the boys won't be playing on that same night, and hockey's now undone, unfortunately. I wish they were playing for a championship today. But still, nonetheless, I mean, your boys' hockey team gets a state. Boys basketball has a chance. You guys got to get back there and support them tonight, but you guys as well. As a freshman, what does it mean to have these two behind you right here as seniors?
It's awesome, honestly. Like, they're really good leaders and stuff, and, like, they're just really encouraging. Like, you know, if you make a mistake or something, they always tell you, like, you got the next one. It's just really nice to, like, hear that encouragement and stuff, especially after, like, a mistake. It's just good to hear, like, you got the next one, like, that kind of stuff. So it's really nice, like, their leadership and just really fun playing with them.
That's awesome. Well, hey, we're going to get Sarah in here, and then we might have to let you guys go so you can get back in time for the boys' game because that's important. Sarah, freshman, senior, make the rounds. So, Sarah, you've been doing a little bit of everything for us I mean, your last 2 weeks have been, like, amazing. You did broadcasting. You become a regional champion. You're a sectional champion now. Did some video work for us.
I know.
I mean, multi-talented.
Yeah, I got to try it all out, I mean.
You're just going to be down the road at Oshkosh the next couple of years. We'll be doing games in the Valley. Unfortunately, basketball seasons overlap. But, you know, if Coach Fish gets you any time off, you can come over and do some broadcasting with us. But senior year, get to go back to state 2 years in a row. Back, and then now first trip to the Resch.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
It's an amazing feeling, you know. It was amazing last year, and it was at lacrosse, so that was a whole new experience. But it's amazing that it's at the Resch again. So I'm so excited.
Yeah, I sent you guys that video this morning. It just kind of, I got chills in there, just like how close you guys are, and De Pere is pretty close themselves. Watching here on our left, but just amazing support you guys have here today, and looking forward to a full house at the Rush Center. But talk to me a little bit about this team and why you like this team and your chances in the coming week.
Yeah, I love this team. It's an amazing group of girls. I think some of our strengths are that we really just share the ball. You know, if not everybody's having like an on night, we find a way to share the ball and find some different open people, and we're not selfish with the ball. Like, nobody needs to get their points. Like, as long as we win it as a team, we win. So.
And talking to me just about that, like, just kind of like that workman type approach. I mean, you guys are down. You guys were down in the Fox Valley Lutheran. You guys were down for up until about the 12-minute mark here in this one, but just a constant, continual kind of grind it out, impose your style, full court pressure defense.
Yeah, we know that our style of play wears a lot of teams out, so maybe if we're not having success early on, we know that we're most of the time the better conditioned team, so we can keep on running and we can keep that pressure up, and that benefits us in the long run.
All righty. Well, hey, where's Caroline at? Is she even close by? That's all right. We'll stop in, but we'll grab Sarah here. I'd sit down, talk with Sarah. I'll review your video footage here, see what we got, and but I'm sure it'll be great work, and we'll put a little documentary together, not for the 3 teams we're following of the postseason, and maybe we can partner with a documentary for the state championship repeat run.
Yeah.
But to run it back. But I'm going to grab Sarah here real quick and interview Sarah, and then get you guys on the road for the boys' game. Are you able to relax a little bit now, Coach?
Woo! Yes, I am.
You look relaxed over there the whole time. Had it under full control, right?
Yes, I'm somewhat, yeah.
Just talk to me a little bit about this game here tonight. I mean, you guys start out, you're down 6 early, and just not getting some shots to fall, unable to really set up that patented full court pressure. Middle part of the game, we're able to do that, and then kind of climb back into it and really kind of then take control of the game from there. But thoughts on the game tonight?
Yeah, I think we're just kind of starting to see the same thing every game, right? Like they're challenging some of our players to shoot the ball and really packing it in on, face guarding almost Trista, Gracie, Sarah. So I feel like it's, happening every game, getting down early on. Basketball's a game of runs. So I just feel like you can never get too high, you can never get too low. And that was a good thing about our girls tonight, that I'm not surprised they came out and got off to a hot start. It reminded me of when we played them a few years ago in the sectional final, when they had their really dominant team, and we got off to a 9-0 start. And
you're thinking, all right, this is gonna be great, and
yep.
And then all of a sudden you're going home.
Pretty much, yeah. But no, they had a great game plan. They played really hard, and we knew that. We knew we had to play well, and I thought our girls did. I thought our press wore on them a little bit. We got some key turnovers late in the game, and I just didn't think offensively we were moving the ball real well, and I thought we did a better job late in the second half of doing that, which is why we got some easier baskets.
Well, I mean, you talk about moving the ball and getting some easy baskets. I mean, Feta started to get to the hoop a little bit more. They started bringing the double off of Barrington, and then Barrington, Hardwick and Gresh were finding Barrington on the back door, and that, like you said, it kind of opened things up at the rim a little bit. But that's just kind of the thing. What do you take away? Okay, you can face guard Feta. You can face guard Gresh, fine. You could bring the double on Hardwick if you'd like, but it's just a matter of time before a kid like Barrington or who else was it tonight as well? Feta kind of got going late.
Yeah, and Peyton had a really good game for us.
Peyton Muir, great game as well. And in different times throughout the postseason, it's been White House five. At any given time, it could be 1 through 7 that steps up. So, and that I think just what makes you guys really dangerous. And like you said, it's just kind of a matter of time before that 1 or 2 people find it and make those adjustments. But going back to the rush.
Yes, we loved your video this morning, Connor. I give you major props for going to the Rush Center to send us that. That was awesome.
Yeah, well, you got to. Well, hopefully nobody from the Rush is watching, but know somebody over there that's got a key to the facility and didn't quite break in, but I was let in, and a little motivation for you guys to get back there, because I know none of these kids, they've played at state, but they haven't been at the Rush.
Correct.
So what's that like going back to the Rush Center for you and bringing this team back to the Rush and chance to play in front of the hometown?
Yeah, I'm excited. It is a very different feel than the lacrosse arena, that's for sure. And it'll just be nice having all 5 divisions there again.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be exciting because obviously last year was a very unique year. So it'll be nice to get back to some normalcy and just have all 5 divisions and just in the Rush Center, which is a great court to play on.
Don't have to put in 3 game plans for one day.
Right.
Just, this is who we're playing on Friday, and should we win, then we'll go worry about whoever it is on Saturday.
Yeah,
not the back-to-back games. Like, okay, I know we spent 30 minutes on this team, but throw that one out the window because we're not playing them anymore. But, Sarah, it's been fun following you guys in the postseason and through the regular season as well. And we'll let you guys go so you can get back up and the kids can get back in front of their peers at Notre Dame and celebrate a sectional championship and get one for the boys. And maybe we'll get some postseason stuff going
Awesome.
with you guys. But
well, we appreciate you and W7 following us around. It was a really fun ride. So thanks for everything you did as well.
Absolutely.
And just for the girls in general.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to head out for tonight. We'll make our way back to Green Bay. But Notre Dame Lady Tritons, they come out on top of this one, 53-44. And a few more photo bombs. I'll get rid of the scoreboard there. They'll get back in. There you go. Gratian and Trista. But we're going to head out and make our way back to Green Bay so you guys can celebrate in front of your peers. You've been watching W7 presented by our good friends at JVB Financial, Jolly Good Soda, the Hupke team, and who else do we got on there? We've got the Wallbeck Group. You've been watching W7.
I paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of